Hello and welcome along and welcome to this first look at LittleNorton. This is a British map. It was released on the Mod Hub yesterday afternoon and it is for PC and Mac only, so no console version of this available so far. It is by GBModding. It is a British map. It is it's fictional, so it's not based in any particular area. Animals are all built in as placeables, full season support for grazing, custom lighting throughout the map, which I have to say, from what I've seen so far, looks really nice. It's got animated objects all over the place. You can see the obligatory, in the distance over there, the obligatory hot air balloon that we tend to see on every English map these days. It has all Farming Simulator 19 features, 50 fields, which we'll get to in a moment. Custom transport missions and field missions, so I'm interested in the extent of those. But good to see we got some missions in here. And yeah, basically a brand new English map. One that I didn't really know anything about, but looks gorgeous. Looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm also going to try something a little bit different this time. Lots of criticism on my previous map reviews of me turning too quickly. So I'm going to try and use the joystick as we drive around to do this. We've got the landy as always. Before we hop into it though, let's head over here and have a look at our map. So first thing is, I love the look of the fields on this. Lots of irregular shapes, lots of different angles, lots of different field sizes. Looking absolutely wonderful. As far as purchase goes, pretty much it's field areas that you purchase, so no multiple fields really, except for like field 45 here, where you've got this massive area of woodland behind it, or what I think is woodland behind it. We'll have a look at that when we go around the map. Smallest, we do have a couple of fields here, like 31 and 32 are grouped, but for the most part, you buy areas. One of the features I do like about this map is you buy areas of woodland. So you don't have to, on so many maps, you go and buy all of the areas of woodland at once, and it's a massive cost. Here, if you want to do forestry and build your way up, you can. It's looking very, very nice, this map. We do have a sort of a general area that's purchasable. I'm guessing that we have a BGA there. What have we got here? LittleNorton Grain Mill. Where is our BGA on this map? Because it says it does have all the features. I cannot at the moment see where the BGA is. Maybe we'll discuss. Oh, there it is. So there's the biogas plant. That is purchasable separately. So I quite like that. That you still, the biogas plant isn't free. But it is purchasable. We have come in here a new farmer, and you can see here that you start with fields 38, 39, 40 and 41, which looks like the cow area, I think. Yeah, so you get the cows to start on new farmer. You've got your animals sort of separated out, so I think we've got pigs up this way, horses over here. I cannot see the sheep at the moment. Chickens there. Oh no, horses and no. Sorry, pigs and horses there, horses here. So two stables. Sheep are up where we are at the start, and yeah. So looking at this, very nice. Smallest field area would appear to be the aforementioned field 31 and 32 for 55,000. No, 45,000 for 33. I think that might be, yeah. So there we go. I know, 36,000. Is there a smaller field? I can't see one on here. So that would seem to be our smallest area. Biggest one? Well, the outside of the map is purchasable, but I don't think that's very usable. So I probably wouldn't bother with that. Field 8 or field 25. Field 25 is 372. So nothing in here is, there we go. Woodland at the edge, field 45, as I was talking about earlier. Just under 500,000. That is our largest area on the map. Still, that is not a horrible price. You could buy that on I don't know why you would, but you can buy that on Start From Scratch and still have money to spare. So yeah, very, very much liking this map. Good for me. If it's got all the animal stuff built into the map, I would say it's probably a good start from scratch map. We will have a look at that in a bit, but I do really quite like that. So, the other thing I like, if you haven't noticed, is we start off, when you first load in the game, you start off at the Old Oak pub. Absolutely brilliant. I love the idea of a British map where you start off at the pub. That is so British, it's unbelievable. Right, so we'll zoom out a little bit. And we'll head off. I'm just going to check my vehicle control is off IVT, because that does not agree with the landy. And we're going to head round. And we're going to head probably... well, we're going to have a look at the sheep yard first. And then we'll go south. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I want to head around this map as much as I can. So as I was saying, sheep yard in here. I rather like this, where you've got grates across the road. I would guess your sheep walk across the road here. We have a yard back that way. Let's go and have a look at that quickly. Truck is not happy that I am turning around in the road. Traffic seems to move at a decent rate. Doesn't seem to be overly slow on this map. Right, let's see if I can control my look with that a bit better. There we go. So it looks like we've got a yard over here. Just a very basic yard by the looks of things. Door sounds are good. Oh, I like the look of these barns. These are some nice barns on this map. I have these been modeled by the creator of this map? I don't know, but they do look nice. They do look very nice, those barns. Good bit of work there, I think. Yeah. Oh, and forwards. Around we go. And we're going to have a look at the sheep yard a bit. So, yeah, it looks like the sheep yard is split over the road by the looks of things. Not sure how you get into it. Can't seem to get in from there. Maybe, yeah, the road is it is from the other side. So we're spending a lot of time just turning around here. But I want to just give you guys an idea of this map. This map really looks nice. This is a gorgeous looking British map. There's a lot of thanks to, well, there's thanks to 3 people who are cracking map makers and map part creators. And that is Lights Boy, Shy Wizard and Oxygen David have all been thanked with the creation of this map. So that's not openable. And I can see why, because you can see their work in this. Not saying that the creator has, this is not the creator's own work. I can see their influences in this, is what I'm saying. Yeah, like this sheepyard. This sheepyard is different. You could start off a very nice little farm in the sheepyard. Between here and across the road. I think that is really nice. And you've got a nice grass field out the back that you could purchase and run the sheep with. And because that's the thing, sheep just take water and grass. So, yeah, they are a very easy startup for sheep. As I was saying earlier, this map is fully seasons ready. And it is gorgeous. It is another one of those gorgeous British maps that I think would go on my list to play. Because it is just... If I hadn't started, you know what, if I hadn't started Valley of the Old Farm this week, this would probably now have made it to the top of my list for a Seasons from Scratch setup. So I think I will file this map away. I think we will have a look. If we're looking at a long time before another British map comes out, I think this could be a very worthy replacement for Charwell at some point. So we've got another yard here. This looks like a sell point around here, although I'm not sure it is. I think it's a grain store. So this, again, our sheep yard, if you were running your sheep yard, you could start off with the other bit, then expand across the road, and then expand into here, and you'd have an expanding farm. That is, I really like this farm actually. This is very very modular setup, a very expansive setup that you could get from here. That is a workshop in there. Yeah, this is cool. This is very nice. Kudos to the map creator. Kudos to GBModding. This is a really really lovely map, and I like it. I like it a lot. I've got a good feeling to this, and I'm looking at the map itself, and we've got a lot of internal roads. So anybody who's been seeing my start from scratch stuff recently, one of the things I've said is I'd like if you have a farmyard or own a farmyard, especially on a British map, to be able to own the farm and then expand from there and sort of get tracks that take you everywhere. And this is a great example of that. Sell point in here. What is this? Grain mill. So I'm expecting, there we go. We've got a tipping point there. So that's good. And we'll head south from here. So we're getting towards the farm that we own. I'm going to take us down to the bottom towards the biogas plant. Looks like we've got a dual carriageway at the bottom as well. We won't get that far down because I want to go and look at the main farm on our way. We are, of course, going to end up back at the pub at the end, as you know, as again where you would end up at the end of a day's farming or at the end of a day's looking at a farm that you're interested in. And we've got some interesting bits down here. So we've got a fuel station there. Liking that. Good location for that. Not that I've used fuel stuff off the that has been outside of my yard much. So a couple of cross the road silage clamps here. So those are some nice sizable silage clamps. And there seems to be a good set of fields for grass and things around here. I do like that you could buy the grass field here and take it straight to the silage clamps across the road. Nice big BGA, that will work well. So that's the sell point for stuff into there, and I would guess that this is our digestate loading point. So yeah, good for that as well. Don't know if this map is manure mod compatible. Doesn't mention it. Yeah, things like that I don't think are in here. There's a nice little... I'm just going to pop across the road. We are going to turn around and come back. But I do like this. That is great little entrance to a field there. Just stuff that makes a difference. You know, little touches like that I like. This does feel a very, very British map. Which is especially great for a DEM map. For a non-DEM map, sorry. Is what I meant. Now, we are going to go down to the bottom here, because there is something as we head down here. And this looks like a construction site. Okay. So, construction site down here, taking you down to the end of... So, I like that. There is you can see where they're constructing a dual carriageway through here. Very, very cool way of doing that. Oh, and while we're down here, actually, because one of the things I always like to look at is the level of detail somebody puts into their woodlands. And already I'm looking at this and going, yes, that is wicked. That is cool. So nice areas of flowers and things, nice patches. A good... We won't go too far into this woodland because I can see the level of detail from this already. But this is just... This is a very nice woodland. It does... There is a little bit of plainness to it. It's not got a lot of... it's not a very rough terrain wood. And it feels very sort of spacious and large. So it feels a bit more like a managed wood than a country, you know, a sort of standard British countryside one. And that field there, with that area there with the cut down trees in it, makes it feel like that. I mean, that's where the road is going through, but it does feel a little bit like that with that. But otherwise, I like there has been some thought and there has been some time put into these woodlands. So while they're not the prettiest woodlands I've ever seen on a map, you can see the effort has gone into them, which absolutely brilliant. I do like that. I'd like to see a little bit more roughness in the same way as we have as we're driving in and out of it there. But yeah, I cannot fault them. Those woods are very workable. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I like the fact that you can buy individual areas of woodland to work. Very, very few maps have that as a possibility. So that's pretty good. Fields that you own when you start a new farmer to our left at the moment. Very, very cool. Nice sized fields. Good for a starting farmer, I think. And it kind of goes with the whole thing of I very much like the field sizes and the field variety around here. Cow pasture on the left, and you can see another bit of woodland there on the right. But cow pasture on the left that you own when you start as well. And then in here should be the entrance to the main yard. So we'll have a look at that. Chicken farm over there, which we'll have a look at in a second. Oh, wow. Okay. So our main farmhouse is just off the road. We have a separate farm entrance. I like that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Our combine header starts off dirty. I'm hoping that means our equipment. I am just going to sort of flick through some of the equipment quickly and just see what kind of condition it's in. Yeah, the equipment is used. That is very cool. Used and dirty. So you are taking over a farm that has begun here. Oh, wow, a skid steer. We will go through the equipment properly. That's hidden in a bush. We will go through the equipment properly at some point, but or towards the end of the video. But that's pretty cool. I like that our equipment is used. I like that everything is... This map feels very, very polished. It really, really does. There is our unloading point. It just... And there's a lot to this. It's a large but enclosed yard. And I really like that. There is a massive British feeling to this map. And it's just... This is one of the best maps that I've seen for FS19. I will say that. It is an absolutely cracking map. Now, which way do we want to go from here? We should, I think, let's go and have a look at these farm tracks. So I talked about these farm tracks earlier and how it's something I like to see on a map. And this is what I mean by this. So we've got tracks that come out here and take us round to this woodland bit at the back. With our tractor hidden in the bush. And this, I'm hoping that we can get round from this woodland out here. No, we can't. Oh, no, no, we can't. So that is a sort of small copse of woodland that you own. We have to go out to the cow yard to make this. There is so much to see on this map. I am impressed. I am very, very impressed by this map. An extraordinary piece of work. Right, we want to head into the cow yard. I'm grateful I left the gates open. Should not do that in real life. Yeah, and there we go. So you meander through the farmyard. Nice little bit of rough terrain there as you're going through. And then you come out and you get on to some farm tracks. Now these are all set to basically be mud. I'm not quite sure on that texture. I don't overly like that. But yeah, you're on the farm tracks here. So this is sort of a back lane. But if we reverse back up here a bit, and it seems to be a sort of a rear entrance to the farm now. I'd call this more of a private tarmac road. But there, you've got just a farm track to access all those fields down there. So 50, 49, 48, and 47, 41 and 40 are all accessible from that farm track. And that just gives a feeling that this farm is this is the farm. You know, this is an interconnected private set of land, and I really quite like that. And I do get the feeling that these are, you know, that back there is a bit of a paved private driveway up there, and that these could conceivably be private roads. I think I'd quite like to have seen these still be the farm tracks, a bit like this. So we're gonna head this way, and I think this will take us into the back. But to me, that would have connected it a bit better. But I do like it. I do like the feeling on this. So horse paddock there, and then we have another yard here. So this is the pig yard. Again, nice small yard, great starter yard. This one. Pigs are to my right. There we go. So that's the pigs in there. Yeah. Again, nice yard. Good yard to sort of get started in. This one feels very much like a farm that's a little run down, and you could start on. Very much feels like that. And I like that again. It has a sort of a cut-off road, almost a little bit of a back way to get into it. And maybe I take back. I don't know if it does feel like you might need a lane to get up to it. But maybe have this as a lane. Yeah, no, I think this lane here. The other bit I would say, maybe make that a dirt track up from there. But this, yeah, maybe not. I think this is a good little lane coming up the back here. Another set of barns to our left. I think no sell point or anything in there, just a barn. Or somewhere to base yourself from. We're now sort of surrounded by the little fields in the small area, so this is probably your start from scratch area, I'd have said. It seems to be pretty good for that. We'll take a left out of here, and you can see the scenery on this just looks brilliant all round. Absolutely amazing map edge and great look to this. I'm guessing that's water, manure, hay and straw, but I think that's just a manure sell point, and then sell points over here for your spuds. And oh no, I don't think those are sell points. Those might not be sell points there. Certainly a sell point for your slurry over here. So slurry sell point over here. So that's good. Yeah, I think looks like a water pickup point here, which is good to know. Knowing where to pick up your water on a map is, I think, is one of the harder things to find quite often on a map. So good to see that is well signposted here. And down here, this just takes us to the dual carriageway. We cannot get into what must be, in fact, I'm just going to cut across this field here. This must be a milking area, or it is a massive agricultural place that we've cut across to here. This is LittleNorton Industrial Estate. So Cozy Wool, Sweet Potato Co-op, Cement Factory, Transport Co, and Sawmill. So I would think we've got some missions ending here. We've got lots of sell points down here. This does have a nice set of sell points on this map. There's Cozy Wool. Sweet Potato, so I'm guessing that is a sell point for root crops. We've then got what must be, so we've got the co-op here. That's a sell point in here. Can we get out this way? I doubt we can get out this way. That looks like a dead end to me. Oh, no, it does go round. No, that goes round and then sticks me in it. Almost in a dead end around here. Wow. And then back round here. And out. And round here. And we have our final sell point right at the end here, which is the sawmill. So quality timber. And this is a sell point for your wood chips and your logs. Good. Absolutely brilliant sell point area. Love that there is that. Love that there's this industrial estate to the bottom of the map that has everything in it and feels nice. Feels really good, this area. This is a well thought out map. It really, really is. I do like this map. I think this is one of those ones to file away and go, yes, I want to play this at some point. And as I said, I am at the stage where there are some there's some stuff I want to switch and I want to do something differently. So yeah, another horse area in there. Looks like a show jumping arena. I think we should actually just back up and have a quick look at that. What's that say? That says Wood Farm Trading Centre. Interesting. Again, we've got a. It looks like this could be a lumber and horse area, which would be quite good. But definitely got a horse. We'll just jump over here. So horse area here. Nice space for a barn. So again, you could. This is the first time I think for a while that I've seen a horse area where you could. Really? Oh please. Yes. Oh wow. You could keep horses in this map in the jumping arena. That's interesting. Where do you feed them? That's really interesting. So you, oh no, here we go. Water trough, feed trough. Absolutely brilliant. So you keep the horses in the show jumping arena. First time I've seen that on a map. Really quite like that. I wonder how much of that area they roam around. Wonder exactly how free they are, but that is very, very different. So I like that. I like different. I'm not sure you would keep horses where they can't be fenced in so much like that, but I like the idea of it at the very least. So we're coming back up, and we're coming up to a very, very busy part of the map now. So we have Lily in there. Is that a sell point that we have? That's probably an egg sell point or something in there. There's certainly a sell point around the back of this building. So we'll go and have a look what that is. Not this back, the other back. Ooh, wow, that is a fun sell point to get at then. Let's get this into first. And round the back here, what type of sell point is this? I think I'm going to go with that being an egg sell point at the moment. We'll have a quick overview of the sell points at the end, but yeah, I'm going to go with that being an egg sell point. Works very nicely. And then over the road here, we've got the petrol station in there. We then have over here, yeah, I think the entrance to it is over here. We've got the animal market, LittleNorton livestock auction. So that I'm guessing is the straw sell point there, which makes sense. Looks like a purchase point for lime there, and then finally round here is your livestock auctions purchase, and again sell points for manure and slurry. That's pretty cool. Now, can we get through there? No, that has it looks like you might be able to, but you can't. There is a chain linked fence there. So we'll pop round here and yeah, just round to the next bit. I will say again, I keep saying it, but it is a stunning map. I am blown away by this, and I'm trying to remember if I've seen anything of this map up to this point, and I'm not sure I have. GBModding's map. This is so this is the Milk Max. So that is the milk sell point in here, and then we've got another sell point down the back here somewhere. Yes, there we go. Another sell point down there. So that's nice and cool. Again, we're into the fields that are all connected by farm tracks. Really, really pleased to see that on this map. It's something I find missing from so many maps. It's one of the reasons why I really love This Is Island, because This Is Island does have some of that, especially around the sheep farm. There is quite a bit of that. This map has it in spades, really does. Now I have missed something. I've missed the grain co and the supermarket in the shop, so we do need to head back for those and have a quick look at those before we. In fact, there's not much else around that way, so we're gonna go up to the shop and we'll have a look around things there, because we're in danger of having a very long first look video if we head back to the bit. So we've done the shop there, the supermarket. Nice, yeah, custard factory. One of the sell points is the custard factory, which is pretty awesome. I like that. That is brilliant. Let's head up here to the top of the hill, and again, looking. This map does look really nice. I love the custom lighting it's got on here. John Deere dealer on the map. Should have worn my John Deere hat, not my New Holland hat. But yeah, class combine outside as well. Nice big dealership area. I like that. That works well. Plenty of space for you to buy a whole load of equipment when you first come into the map. So that is very cool. And then we got to work out how to get into the grain code. So we will come back to the shop in a moment, I think. And there's the grain co sell point there. So that is a tour of most of the map. I think the only thing we didn't get to was the chicken farm. I do like that that's a separate thing, a fairly small farm across the road. Looks very cool. And yeah, I think that's a wicked map. That is an absolutely gorgeous map. So let's have a look at the equipment that you start with on here. We'll go and have a look in the garage. And so as we saw with the tractors when we went through them earlier, you've got a Massey, a 5610, a Fiat 1300 DT, and a Fast Track 4220. Yeah, nice setup of tractors. 105 horsepower, 150 horsepower, and 235 horsepower. Yeah, good set of tractors to start with. Hopefully we've got the equipment to match. A Massey Ferguson Atelier 7347S Combine. Good Massey for here. And then finally we've got the L218 skid steer loader. Again, nice little piece of equipment. Not often you see a map start with the skid steer loader. We're Northern Landy, because obviously I added that, but you do get a Lizard pickup 2014, and that was sitting up at the pub as well. So yeah, priorities. TDK 1600 is our carting trailer. That has 1400 litre capacity. Our combine has an 800. Okay, so I just said the trailer is slightly small for the combine. I normally like to be able to get 2 loads off the combine in my trailer, and this doesn't quite do that. But it will work. It will do the job. Free flow 25-foot header for the combine as well. Agromass POH 5 plow. Yeah, that is a 2.5 meter plow. The Rauer Polymag 300 cultivator, so 3 meter cultivator, 3 meter seeder in the Amazon D830. Yeah, so that's all decent equipment. Nothing there that's overly taxing for any of our tractors. The Deltis 1302 MTA3 sprayer. A nice farm tech. You don't often get a manure spreader to start with, so that's pretty cool as well. A GMD 4411 rear mower. A nice Kuhn GA 9531 windrower, and a Kuhn FBP 3135 baler with wrapper built in. Like that. That is great for setting up with cows. If you're starting with cows on this map, brilliant. Good to see some grass working equipment. A Flegel DPW210 bale trailer. Again, good to get the bales off the field with. And then we've got a stall front loader. I'm not sure what that's for. I'm guessing that's for the Massey. I would think the Massey probably has the front loader on it. Because that is the smaller front loader. Yeah, the Massey definitely does. And then we've got a universal bucket for that. And then we've got a bale spear, a paladin bale spear for our skid steer. So that's obviously meant for the bale handling, whereas the bucket in the front loader is meant for clearing the cows. I would probably do that the other way round, to be honest. Put the bale spike on the FZ30 for field work and doing around the yard. And then maybe have a paladin and a bucket for the skid steer. I think that would possibly work better, but I'm picking minor holes there. Lagoon 24 header trailer, Agco weight, lizard grain silo. Yeah, we're getting into the bits here. Sheep water tank, and then I love this, a farmhouse doormat for setting your home position. So all the buildings will remain, and you just place a doormat when you come onto this, when you're playing it. There's a lot of thought that's gone into this map. I really like it. I would hope that the animal stuff remains then if you do start from scratch, and you get access to it when you buy the land, because that would be absolutely perfect. Final thing for us to look at is our sell points. So sell points, we have a lot. I look at this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sell points that will take. We'll take wheat, but interestingly, the custard factory takes wheat. Oh wow! Takes wheat, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs. That is genius. That is absolutely genius. The custard factory takes specific things for making custard. I know that's a silly statement to make because it's a custard factory, but there's a little bit of thought that's gone into that, and I love that touch. That is brilliant. Grain Co, a LittleNorton grain mill, and the co-op take pretty much all your standard crops. Then you got the livestock market taking a few bits and pieces. Yeah, they take, as I said, they take your bales and grass things. Wood chips go to the sawmill. Eggs, 3 sell points for eggs. I love that. As we suspected, the supermarket takes the eggs as well, but the co-op and the custard factory do as well. Milk goes to the custard factory only by the looks of things, which is interesting because we do have a milk yard. So I'm wondering whether there's an error there or something like that. But there is definitely somewhere a dairy. So why that's not going into the dairy, or maybe that is part of the dairy. That's interesting. But milk and water, I'm wondering if that produces. What is that? I'm wondering if that produces water. I don't know what that is there for that kind of price and going into there. It's saying milk and water. Do you produce water on this map? That is a really interesting question. Can you sell water on this map? Really like that. So yeah, lots of surprises in there. I love this map. I absolutely love this map. It is a gorgeous looking map. It's got lots of surprises, lots of lovely little touches in it. It's got a really good range of field sizes. It seems to be a really well thought through map as well. From the looks of it, I need to go and check it in New Farmer and start from scratch. But to me, the way this is set up for... I need to go and check it in Farm Manager and start from scratch. But the way this is set up in New Farmer really, really suggests to me that all 3 game modes have been thought about in creating this map. Absolutely gorgeous map. I don't think I can recommend it highly enough, to be honest. It is available, unfortunately, only on the PC and Mac. It is from the in-game mod hub. It is called LittleNorton by GBModding. Go check it out. It looks absolutely astounding. At some point, I will probably take this map on because I think it looks like a great map, and I think there's a lot of fun to be had playing it. I also think it'll do well multiplayer. Lots of farms that people can get, lots of space to work in. So yeah, I think it'd be a great multiplayer map as well. So yeah, go download it, go check it out, go give it some good stars because I think it deserves it. And yeah. So, with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.